Although people often, when they meet me, they feel that I come across fairly confidently, and I've certainly never been shy about putting forward a view in a meeting or putting my hand up to volunteer for things. So a lot of the things that many people tell me fear they have as fears, those aren't my own. However, I've never done or I've tended to avoid and not felt very confident doing a lot of speaking in public for the length of my career. I probably stepped aside from could have been anything from doing Toastmasters early on in my life, um, or putting my hand up for speaking types of engagements. Although those were coming through more, and I was doing more professional training around the space up until the time before I moved from Australia back to the UK, and when I really got involved in this conference and public speaking world. What held me back? People in the audience will know more than I will. I don't have anything interesting to say that I can share. I guess I was also not really used to thinking about how you frame up a public audience talk. It is different than the way you might give, for example, a presentation to influence a bunch of colleagues or stakeholders on, where to make an investment or how to run a complex plan or deliver a change program. So it was both content and delivery and style that I didn't have a lot of confidence and experience with. So in the old, the best way to learn something is to teach it to somebody else. Devising a program uh, and programs and initiatives that helped people understand the opportunities they had in speaking in public, talking to people who were confident public speakers about what they could bring to the learning space. Those were all things that I just got interested and curious about. Opportunities come and present themselves, and you have a choice of either backing away or perhaps jumping at them. The role that I have in the API community has been, to an extent, a little bit more accidental than really well intentioned. I was fortunate to meet with Mehdi Majawi and the team from the API Days community. So I stepped into that space with their interest and support, and was through connections that I made through the conference process. I was invited to participate in podcasts. I was invited to get to speak, and I chose to actively use and grow the Women in APIs initiative in particular, uh, which we got going in earnest at the very start of the pandemic, as a way to connect with others around the world at a time when all of us were feeling very disconnected. And it's just blossomed from there. So, the benefits of being initially invited to speak at an API Days conference, the opportunity that I've been given to speak and support has helped me move from a place where perhaps I need to explain to people who I am, what I do. Many more people now just come to me and invite me to help them. Not only have I grown in confidence with being in those environments, but it has hugely expanded my professional network, even the friendship network around the world. For someone of my background, skills, depth of experience, I probably avoided a lot of speaking in public. I was getting to do more talks internally, and I was getting more and more help with professional training and development in how to speak, how to do business storytelling. But I wasn't doing that in the public domain until I moved back to the UK just before the pandemic, and got introduced to the Women in APIs community. And I felt, oh, well, maybe I could have something to contribute to this, but also maybe slightly selfishly. If I got involved in this, maybe I could also learn more and get more experience myself with speaking in front of public audiences. My advice to a younger self would be take every opportunity you can to learn the skills, the techniques for you finding your voice and finding your confidence with speaking in front of a group, because it plays out in so many different ways, and you can get it can open doors.